by saying I'm sorry that it took me this long to talk about this. The Supreme Court gutted what was left of the Voting Rights Act on April 29th, and I have been quiet about it. Honestly, it's just because I've been in my head. Like, this one was a lot. I felt like my brain broke, so I know I needed to take a minute to process before I came and shared my thoughts, you know? So before anything else, thank you for being patient with me. So when people hear voter suppression, they think old history, right? But it wasn't. It was policy, wasn't it? Poll taxes, literacy tests, grandfather clauses, white only primaries, and violence behind all of it, to make sure that it worked. In Louisiana, the state at the center of this ruling, Black voter registration dropped from 130,000 in 1896 to just over 1,300 in 1904. That didn't just happen, it was built that way. But the Voting Rights Act in 1965 made all of that illegal. Within 5 years, Black voter registration in the South nearly tripled. And then April 29th, 2026, the court ruled that to challenge a map for diluting Black votes, you now have to prove that the state meant to do it. Nobody's going to say that out loud. They're going to redraw the map and say it was about something else. Congress already knew that, though. And that's why they took that intent requirement out in 1982. But the court just put it back in. In 2013, the court got rid of federal oversight. Within 24 hours, states passed laws that had already been blocked. In 2021, they weakened ballot access protections. And now this. Same law, same direction, just piece by piece. Now, 6 days after the ruling, Louisiana's Republican governor suspended the state's congressional primary mid-election to let the legislature redraw the map. Alabama called a special session to do the same thing. Tennessee called a special session. Mississippi has a special session scheduled for May 20th, officially to redraw state Supreme Court districts, with Trump pushing to add congressional districts to the agenda. Florida passed new maps the same day the ruling came down. South Carolina is gearing up to follow. At least 15 House districts in the South are at immediate risk of being eliminated. The Congressional Black Caucus could lose between 15 and 20 members in a single redistricting cycle. Cleo Fields in Louisiana, Benny Thompson in Mississippi, Terry Sewell in Alabama. Black majority districts up and down the South. This is happening right now while you're watching this video. So here's what this actually does to your life, right? If you live in a state with the Black population big enough to matter politically, your district is about to get redrawn. Your vote is about to be diluted on purpose. Your representative may not be your representative for much longer. That means fewer Black voices in Congress. Fewer people in the room when laws about your health care gets written. Fewer people pushing back when the budget gets cut. Fewer people fighting for the funding that keeps your kids' school open. Fewer people protecting voting rights the next time they try to take more. And it's not just Congress. The same ruling reaches state legislatures, school boards, city councils, sheriffs, DAs, entry-level government, where someone Black may have had a chance of representing a Black community. That chance just got smaller. My grandma was born in 1927. That's not history to me. That's her lifetime. And no, this is not Miss May. This is Miss Alice. Her lifetime. One lifetime. One lifetime between a country where Black people couldn't vote and a country now making it harder again in ways that are harder to challenge. This is what people mean when they say things have changed. Not one big moment, just smaller decisions that just keep stacking, right? And the people writing these laws and defending these maps are the same people asking for your vote in November. I gave you the playbook of what to look for when you're seeking which candidate to vote for. I'll pin it just to make sure you see it because it is so important. It is imperative that you stay aware, that you stay alert. And if you watch that video, you now know what to listen for. And you know what they're taking when you stop listening. Don't stop listening.